Good afternoon and evening, everyone. This is the Rooftop Sports, and here I am. I am back for some Mariners baseball. And I know the last time that I was here, it was an absolute disastrous show. Not so much of the Mariners losing, but my sportsmanship was also really, really bad because I literally screamed at my camera, broke my hard drive. And I was told by some of people to actually tone it down a little bit, which, you know what? They're not exactly wrong. And also, the other reason I'm here too is because my softball game did just get canceled. So that means I will be covering this show. So I'll actually be here for the third game in a row. I am now at show number 42 out of 100. So the magic number is now getting to 58. So I am getting there. Maybe all these constant rains will actually help me keep going to these keep doing these shows. Anyways, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification. Now I want to get into some disturbing news that did just happen is that the Seattle Mariners are going to be they've made some changes, but it makes it it is more even more at stake. Oh, TK7, you were expecting the ninth inning reaction to make it to shorts. I was just too embarrassed. Do you really want me to do it? I mean, it's kind of too late at this point, but do you still really want me to do the meltdown? I mean, did you really enjoy it that much? Like, it was pretty bad. Like, it made the angry video game nerd look like an absolute angel. Anyways, we got to address some issues that we've got with the Mariners lineup right now. It's not going to be anything good because here is what happened. So first, JP Crawford, he is going to be out, which I think everyone would have expected. I mean, it was but and then it gets worse. Oh no, JP Crawford is now on the injured list, so that means and Ryan Bliss got recalled. But then it gets worse. Colt Emerson, Mariners rookie, did just get scratched at the last minute, so that means Ryan Bliss will actually be making his major league season debut. Yeah, at least you're on my side on that one. Not that I asked you to be on my side, but I mean, I think it's too late at this point. So, I mean, I was really embarrassed. That's all. I screamed, and then there's people that were like, "Hey, keep it down." That was a little bit too loud. You were kind of scaring people. It's not that I'm going to apologize or anything, but it was something that I just cannot do. Like maybe sound a little bit more intelligent, not scream for son of a bitch. No, you can't do that. I mean, maybe it was funny. It was a natural reaction. I mean, maybe it's for the best that I don't even do the World Cup when South Korea absolutely just gets annihilated by Czechia. Anyways, let's get into the stuff that's even more important. We got Mariners baseball. That's what it is. And it's going to be Trey Gibson. Ah, great. And I got to make this lineup change really quickly because the game is about to just start. And is it too late for me to change? Yep, Colt Emerson is already locked in. So, yeah, that's too bad. And then Chris Bassett, he is going to be out too. So, this is already not a good start for my fantasy baseball team. So, I have Colt Emerson, who I forgot to take out of the lineup. So, that's going to be great. Yeah, well, it is what it is, I think. I don't really know. Fortunate though that I will not be having Colt Emerson. Like it's really just too bad. Like it's really just sad. So I guess we're just gonna have to make do of what we got. I don't know. Just testing microphone. It doesn't really sound any better. I guess I'll have it like really just close to my face like this. Well, anyways, we're going to get ready for that very first pitch. And the first pitch is going to be brought to you by SeatGeek. Use that promo code Rooftop Sports to get your $20 off the purchase. And now here is the pitch. And that's going to be up high for a ball. I don't think this really sounds any much better that way. Okay, I'm going to try it this way. I think this sounds a lot better. And now Cole Young is now up to the plate. And now here is the pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And that is going to be strike one. Cole Young, he is at a 1-1 count. He actually drove in a run against with Cole Emerson, and that's going to be a check swing, and that is going to be a ball. As now we're at 1-2. Gibson is actually the pitcher. And we're going to try this again. And now here is the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to the second baseman, throw to first, and that's going to be in time for the out. And now we got next up to the bat. It's going to be Julio Rodriguez up to the plate. Julio Rodriguez, I mean, he had kind of a decent series, I guess. He's batting .258 with 13 home runs. Like, he actually, in my opinion, I think he does have a shot to be an all-star, and I hope that he does do so. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Yeah, Cole Young not being there, that is really going to make things more limited. No, not Cole Young. Cole Emerson being injured, that's going to be a bit more limiting. Now the pitch, that's going to be outside for a ball. Badman thinks move Brash to closer, Munoz to 7th, 8th inning. Ryan Bliss was with the team in Detroit. They were expecting an injury and thought they were being sneaky about it. The only surprise is Cole Young's stint at shortstop. I am not surprised by that. The pitch, inside for a ball. Many people should understand that Cole Young actually does have experience as a shortstop. It's just that it's been a long time. He actually split duties as a shortstop and second baseman last season. So it really shouldn't be that much of a surprise. Now the pitch, and that's going to be in there for a strike. As now we're at 2-2 for Julio Rodriguez. And now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to right center field, but it's going to be caught so easily. And now it's going to be 2 outs. Now we got Josh Naylor up to the plate. And now the pitch to Josh Naylor. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Josh Naylor's batting .257. On the road trip, he's been batting .385. So he's actually been playing pretty darn well. And now the pitch. Now here's going to be a fly ball to right field. And that's going to be easily caught once again. And that is going to retire the side. And that was an easy 1-2-3 inning. That may have just set the tone. So I think it's going to be a pretty long game already. Oh, man. And according to Adam Jude, Colt Emerson went through some regular infield drills an hour ago. Everything seemed fine at the time, which was very strange. So I guess we're still looking for information on what really went down. I'm going to do some workouts while we're waiting for that very next inning. Probably just going to do some easy leg workouts for now. So I did some little squats. It was probably a freak injury. How's it going, Johnson? And we are back from the break. It's going to be Taylor Ward, Gunnar Henderson, Pete Alonso, Colton Cowser, Leody Taveras, Jackson Holiday, Kobe Mayo, Blaze Alexander, and Sam Huff are going to be the forces for the Baltimore Orioles. And I expect this to be a very tough series. Like, Don't even tell me just because Baltimore's a bad team, it really does not mean anything. I mean, they're not even that bad of a team. They're 31-15. So let's not treat this team like it's a joke, like all the other Mariner fans are doing. And now we got Colt Emerson. And now here's the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Because now we're at 0-1. And now here's the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. As now we're at 0-2. And now the pitch. Way inside for a ball. Now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. Now it's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to be a foul ball. Because now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch, and that's going to be up high for a ball. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball to Taylor Ward. Taylor Ward was the former Angel. Now he just migrated into Baltimore. I guess he wanted a chance to win because why would he waste his time with the Anaheim Angels or the Los Angeles Angels? And now the pitch, and that's going to be inside for a ball. Now we're at 3-2. Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a ground ball, and that is going to be a base hit. And I'm already predicting doom that it is going to happen, that Seattle Mariners are probably going to be in a huge mess of trouble. Like, I'm already sensing it because, I mean, Baltimore has just been the absolute house of horrors. Like, they just don't play well in Baltimore. I just don't know why, but they just naturally don't, which is really unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. Now here is Gunnar Henderson to pitch, and that is going to be swing and a miss. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch, and that's going to be outside for a ball. Because now we're at 1-1. Now the pitch, and that's going to be outside for a ball. Now we're at 2-1. And the pitch. And swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike two. Now we're at 2-2. And now the pitch. And now here's going to be a line drive to left field, and Randy Arozarena makes the catch, and that's going to be one away. Runner has to go back to first base. That is Taylor Ward. And now it's going to be Pete Alonso, and this is where things will get very, very dangerous. Now here's Pete Alonso up to the plate. And now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now we're at 0-1 the pitch. And that's going to be missing it for a ball. Now we're at 1-1. And now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. Now we're at 2-1. Now the pitch, and that's going to be swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 2 to Pete Alonso. Now the pitch, and that's going to be fouled back. Now we're at 2-2. And the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball drilled to left center field. Who's got it, actually? Julio's got it. Makes the catch, and that is going to be 2 away. Today's probably their best matchup, too. Their starting pitcher, yet another injury. Yeah, I guess maybe. If we lose, at least we still took Mike McDonald from Baltimore. Oh, come on. Did you really have to go that far? Oh, that's what it was. Back tightness. So, I mean, looks like Colt Emerson. I mean, if you know a chiropractor, I know one. Now here's Kowser, and now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 0-1. Now the time has been called. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Now we're at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to deep right field. I don't think there's going to be enough room. And, oh, he makes the catch. Luke Raley makes the catch. Nearly lost it in the sun, and that is going to retire the side. Nice catch by Luke Raley. And now we're going to go into the top of the second inning, and it is still 0-0 to score. All right, let's get to some workouts because I still owe workouts. Try our delicious burgers today. Satisfy your cravings with our mouth-watering burgers. Double cheeseburger with classic double beef patties with melted cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, onion and house sauce, a fresh, flavorful delight. Double bacon cheeseburger, crispy bacon, fried onions, barbecue sauce, and double cheese. Double guacamole bacon burger, double cheese, crispy bacon, guacamole, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and our special house sauce. Pair any burger with fries with an ice-cold drink for the perfect meal. Come down and taste the difference. You can only find these burgers at our Snoqualmie Mexican food truck. All right, where are we now? Still commercial break ongoing, huh?
Try our hand-breaded chicken tenders, perfectly seasoned and served with a choice of sides: golden fries, fluffy biscuits, homemade mashed potatoes, creamy mac and cheese, fresh side salad, fresh coleslaw, plus enjoy a dipping sauce on the side. Come in and treat yourself to the best comfort food around. Visit us today and satisfy your cravings.
Here's what it was as we were getting close being back from the break. Pete Alonso got the nickname Polar Bear during spring training of 2019. Now, here's going to be a line drive, and that's going to be a base hit by Randy Arozarena. And now you got a man on first base. So, yeah, Pete Alonso, veteran teammate Todd Frazier looked at large, powerful rookie, reportedly told him, "You look like a big polar bear." So, I guess that's where it started. Big, strong power, fair skinned, large build. Why not call him the polar bear? Jay Trident Podcast. Thank you for being here. I think you told me that you were going to be here because you needed some play by play service. Now we got Luke Raley up to the plate. And now the pitch. And that's going to be up high for a ball. As now we're at 1-0. Randy Arozarena has been one of the best outfielders in Major League Baseball in terms of his offense. And now the pitch. Way outside for a ball. That is going to be 2-0 for Luke Raley. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. And throw back to first. It's going to be not in time. Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a line drive to right. Nope, caught. And Randy has to go back to first base. What's all these nice hits going to the right fielder so easily? This couldn't be any more frustrating. Veteran Mitch Garver is likely to be the emergency first base or third base tonight if the Mariners have to make any subs. Doesn't that just get better? It does. It just keeps getting better. And now here is Dom Canzone, and that is going to be a ball. Dom Canzone in his road trip, he is 3 for 9, batting .333, so he's doing pretty solid. Now the pitch. And that is going to be a strike. Now we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the throw back to first, and Randy Arozarena was barely safe. I mean, you got to be careful, Randy. Like, what are you even doing, right? And now we're at 1-2. Now we're at 1-2. And nope, throw back to first, not in time. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball. Now we're at 2-2. Now the pitch. And now it's going to be a fly ball and still hanging foul. We're at 2-2. And he has been fighting it the best that he possibly can. Now the pitch. Way up high for a ball. Now we're at 3-2. Now we're at 3-2 full count. The pitch. And that's going to be ball 4, take your base. And Dom Canzone gets on base with a walk. And now we got men on first and second. But the bad news is we have Patrick Wisdom up to the plate. Bryce Miller wearing a Victor Wembanyama jersey. Oh, yeah, because he's a Texas boy from San Antonio, I think. Yeah, but it's going to end in a double play, isn't it? Just watch. Now the pitch. And that's going to be inside for a ball. I mean, Patrick Wisdom, with all the injuries, that's why he's playing. But you would think that he's not going to last any longer. And I don't think he should. He is just not there for Major League Baseball. I would not recommend it. Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball popped up to right field. And the right fielder is getting a lot of action. He's there. And he makes the catch. And that is going to be 2 away. Unfortunately so. Now we got Johnny Pareda up to the plate. Now here's Pareda. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Now the pitch. And now it's going to be a fly ball foul. That's going to be already 0-2. Now we're at 0-2. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball. That is going to be 1-2. Now it's going to be 2 outs. The pitch. Low for a ball. That's going to be 2-2. Good eye by Johnny Pareda. Now we're at 2-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be away for a ball. As we're at still 3-2, Ryan Bliss is going to be on deck. Wouldn't really count on him to do anything of note that would be meaningful. I just don't think he's just that good. And now here's going to be a fly ball, and that's going to be a foul ball. More like a liner, if that's what it was. Putting in the call, Wisdom Bomb. Yeah, sorry about that. Boy, I love Jerry Cram, 6 outfielders onto his roster. Yeah, pretty much. Who are you rooting for in the NBA Finals, though? I don't really care. I mean, San Antonio's obvious choice because Mitch Johnson's the coach. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball, but nothing going to be doing. He's got to hustle now to throw to first. And that's going to be in time, and that is going to retire the side. And the Mariners do leave 2 men on, so that means I'm going to have to do some 20 push-ups and 20 squats because of it. Will I ever get a break from these? I think the Mariners will help me lose weight if their offense continues to be this bad. Still, commercial break is still ongoing. Still, commercial break is still ongoing. And we are back from the break. I think they're trying to see if that was supposed to be out or safe. Because Pete Alonso did get his foot off the bag. But he may have, they didn't even challenge it. I mean, come on, Danny boy, the pitch. And that is going to be a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. And now we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. That is going to be 2-1. So we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to left field. Who's going to get it? And that's going to be foul ball because Patrick Wisdom couldn't get to it. Randy Arozarena didn't really hustle for it either. I guess it was out of his range. Just want to give you guys heads up that, oh, what do we got here? We got the stream Twitch going, I like the team, and it's nice to be first in division, which makes me feel like we're better than, but really we suck. I feel like the Astros going to storm back, which could happen. Now the ground ball, that was to Tavares. Now the throw to first in time. Going to take the division. Yeah, we got to do something to make a push. Like, it's absolutely true. You couldn't be any more right. But yes, I think within an hour, like if the game is out of reach, I might take off to go to a party. Technically I've been invited to a banquet. So we'll see. Now here's Jackson Holiday. Now the pitch. And that is going to be a ball. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is going to be a strike. As we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. Goodbye, Jackson Holiday. And that is going to be 2 away. Nice strikeout by Emerson Hancock. And that's his first one of the game. He's at 31 pitches thus far. Now the pitch. It's going to be low for a ball. This is Kobe Mayo up to the plate. As we're at 1-0. And now the pitch. Low for a ball. That's going to be 2-0. And since you guys are here, as you know, that I do some content for some of my South Korean soccer content, and I've been doing that for basically almost day one since of my inception of this channel. Now the pitch, that's going to be a strike one. Well, here's the thing. So because I'm in heavy amounts of protest, I'm very disgruntled about how the Korean Football Association has been running the team, as we're at 2-1. And now the pitch, swing and a miss, and that is going to be strike two. So yeah, because of the incompetence, and I was trying to hope that they would fire their coach because he's really bad Honmyeonbol. I'm actually, for the national anthem of Korea, when I do the games or when I'm watching the games, I am actually going to sit. I am not going to stand for the national anthem in protest against Honmyeonbol. Maybe that's another desperate way for me to spread awareness that he is a bad coach and he shouldn't be coaching this team. Anyways, we're at 2-2 for Mayo. But yes, I'm heavily going to protest, and I'm going to YouTube short that one, as we're at 2-2. And now the pitch, swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike three. Yeah, the day that Korea wins the World Cup is the same day that I don't know. I think that's the same day we land on Mars and we could actually breathe in Mars. So I wouldn't count on it. And that's going to retire the side, by the way. A nice 1-2-3 inning for Emerson Hancock.
There you go. Good hit. Go home. Go home. Woo.
Ooh.
Yes, you're up. Roll to third. There you go. Yeah. Wow. Oh yeah, go, go, go! Go home, go home! Stay a second! Yeah! Let's go! Yeah, let's go!
And we are back from the break. And now we got Ryan Bliss, who's making his season debut. The pitch, it's actually his second appearance of the season. He was actually with the team all the way back in March of 2026 against the Cleveland Guardians. What comes first? Mariners winning the World Series. And now the pitch, outside for a ball. And I'm probably going to upset a lot of Koreans doing what I'm going to do. It's going to be a very bold move of just not standing for the national anthem. Like, I am refusing to until they get rid of this coach, or at least until Korea wins. Now the pitch, up high for a ball. And that's going to be 3-0. Good eye. And look at J.P. Crawford, looks visibly frustrated that he is on the 10-day IL, but he's at least vibing with the team for now. But it's unfortunate. I mean, as much as he's been frustrating to watch on defense, he's still been playing pretty admirably on the bat. As we're at 3-1 for Ryan Bliss. And now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to Jackson Holiday. Throw to first. And that is going to be in time. And that's going to be one away. Now we've got who next to the plate? It's going to be Coley Young up to the plate. And now the pitch. And that is going to be a ball. Going to be 1-0 for Cole Young. He's a leadoff hitter because J.P. Crawford is dealing with injury. It's been a very injureful season. It's an absolute miracle that the Mariners are still even in the division lead. But the question is, how long can that really last? Because I have my serious doubts. And that's going to be fouled away. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. As now we're at 2-2. Gonna be 2-2 for Cole Young. Now the pitch, that's gonna be a ground ball right off the pitcher. He might have it some time. Go to first. That's gonna be in time. And I wonder if they're gonna challenge the call. I think he was pretty darn close. And Dan Wilson is checking with his team if they're thinking it's worth it. Are they gonna do it? Nope, they just waved it off. The team said it was not close enough. It's like that review team department. Now, I want to see how close he really was. I mean, I can't believe that he was. We're going to see if there was even evidence that if it was out. Yeah, just barely. Now here's Julio. And that's going to be up high for a ball. And again, Baltimore really has become the house of horrors for Seattle. I mean, it goes all the way back to the 1997 American League Division Series when they beat up on Baltimore. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to the shortstop. You better run. Now the throw to first going to be in time. And that's going to be 2 away. And I think that is actually going to retire the side. My bad. And now we're going to go into the very next inning. It was an embarrassing 1-2-3 inning. Commercial break is ongoing, so I might as well just play one myself.
Senor, tell me how you make a thin crust Sahara pizza.
With your hands. Cornmeal.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
And that's how you make a Sahara pizza. Beautiful thing.
I don't know about the bats lining up right now, to be honest with you. And now it's going to be, we are back from the break. Alexander is now up to the plate. And now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. Now we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 2. Now they're talking about something about Clement and Henderson, the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball as we are at strike 2. Now the pitch. Oh, and that hit him, and that is going to be an automatic walk to first base. And obviously is okay. It wasn't that bad of a hit, but still not good to see something like that. Now you're Sam Huff. Now the pitch. It's going to be a foul ball, kind of off of his foot. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. And throw back to first is going to be not in time. Now we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. Here's going to be a ground ball and foul, strike 2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be strike 3 called, and he knew it. And that's going to be one away. Now we got next hitter. It's going to be Taylor Ward. And now the pitch. It's going to be low for a ball. Now we got 1-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. So now we're at 3-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be strike 1 as we're at 3-0 count. Now the pitch. And that's going to be ball 4, take your base. Now it gets very dangerous. Now there's men on first and second with only 1 out. Like, this is where things will get very, very dangerous. I'm already sensing doom. Now here's Gunnar Henderson up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. I really hate playing in Baltimore so much. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. As we're at 0-2 for Gunnar Henderson. We're at 0-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. As we're at 1-2. Emerson Hancock has a much better count to work with than his previous batters. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball still. And they're really fouling off them. This inning is taking a lot longer than it should. And now the pitch. Check swing. He does not go. As we're at 2-2 now. Now the pitch. Fouled again, and it just won't stop. Gunnar Henderson's really grinding it through. Mariners have not won a series in Baltimore since 2022. As we're at 2-2, now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. They're not going to challenge that one because it was clearly a ball, unfortunately. And now they're really getting to Emerson Hancock. As we're at 3-2. Still 3-2. Now the pitch. And ball four, take your base. And now the bases are loaded. It's only a matter of time until Baltimore scores. I hate playing. It's only a matter of time until Baltimore. I mean, it just had to be the worst possible scheduling, too. I don't see a double play happening. I just don't see it. I think because the Mariners lost to the Tigers, they don't have much confidence going into this series. I mean, they just got off the plane too. So I don't have any. I have every bit of doubt that the Mariners will win this game. I just don't see it. And why is it that all my favorite teams suck? Why do I have to always cheer for losers? Now here's Pete Alonso, and I'm calling a grand slam home run. It's only a matter of time. The pitch low for a ball, and the magic number, the death number is 3 now. Now we're at 1-0. With runners in scoring position, Alonso doesn't typically do well, but it's against the Mariners. So knowing the Mariners' luck, they're probably going to. Pete Alonso's probably bound to at least get an RBI. Like best case scenario for the Mariners is probably going to be a sacrifice fly, putting the Mariners down 1-0. We're at 1-1. Now the pitch, and popped up and fouled. Now the pitch. And that's going to be 2-2. As we're at 2-2. Now the pitch. Way inside for a ball. It's going to be 3-2. I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time. Hancock's at 64 pitches. It's going to be a bullpen day, and we're looking at a potentially very disastrous series of pitch, and that's going to be a fly ball. That's going to get a runner in. Julio was there. You better get ready. You better throw that ball, and tagging at third, and now the throw to the plate cut off by Naylor. Throw to third. It's going to be not in time. And now Baltimore has just taken a 1-0 lead. And it was only a matter of time, especially with the lack of offense that the Mariners have. They're going to have to find a way to protect runs. And finding runs is going to be the equivalent of finding gold. I hate Baltimore so much. Like, it was not even a really good throw, but it seemed that the runner at third base, he was already going to make it anyway. And now there's 2 outs. I hate Baltimore. Like I'm already predicting a 3-10 record, a 3-7 record. There's no way Mariners are going to win this. I just don't see it. Now the pitch. And it gets worse. It's a 4-game series. Like, why are these schedulers giving us Baltimore on a 4-game series? At least give us like the A's or something. Why are we playing 4 games against Baltimore? Not even our division rival. The pitch. And that's going to be a strike. And looks like we're going to get a challenge. And knowing the Mariners' luck, it's probably going to go Baltimore's way. Nope, it's a strike, so it didn't go their way this time. Barely got the call for Emerson Hancock. We're at 1-2. Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to left center field, but Julio is there. And he makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side. A disastrous inning for the Mariners. Yes, I'm saying disastrous because you give up 1 run against Baltimore, you're pretty much not going to win the game. Anyways, I am going to take a break.
Senor, tell me how you make a thin crust Sahara pizza.
With your hands. Cornmeal.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
And that's how you make a Sahara pizza. Beautiful thin crust.
And we are back from the break. Just need 2 free throws for the lead. Yeah, right. Now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. We're at 1-0. And it's going to go for a bunt. Nope, that's going to be a strike. We're at 1-1. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a strike. Now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch, that's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 1-2. The pitch, it's going to be a grounder, and that's just going to go to right to first base so easily, and that is going to be an out. Going to be 1 out. There's going to be a 50 season celebration night, August 8th. Use my promo code Rooftop Sports to get your $20 off the purchase. Now the pitch, and that's going to be in there for a strike. It's going to be 0-1. And that's going to be a ball for Randy Arozarena. Now we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball. That's going to be a base hit. And Randy Arozarena gets on base with a single. Helmet falls off. He meets Pete Alonso. One man on. And it's going to be Luke Raley up to the plate. And Mariners are really going to need him to step up because Baltimore literally gives me the horrors. Yeah, I wonder why Baltimore even moved it far back. And now here's Luke Raley. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Let's go on AI and see what AI says. Why did Baltimore move their left field fence back? I mean, they moved it back way too much. The pitch, that's going to be a ball. Baltimore moved their fence back because it was because of its home run friendly ballpark. So they're trying to make it fair for the pitchers. I kind of figured. Now we're at 1-1. And throw back to first going to be not in time. So we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. Up high for a ball. That's going to be 2-1. We're at 2-1. And that's going to be popped up, and he just got under it. And that was a horrible, horrible swing by Luke Raley. And he makes the catch, and that's going to be 2 outs. Luke Raley had a meatball and popped it up. Man, I got to say that. Oh, my goodness. Like, this is just really, really bad. Now here's Dom Canzone. And now the pitch. No, it's going to be throwback to first. It's going to be not in time. Dom Canzone hit a home run on Saturday, but why are we reminiscing about that? Like, no one cares. Now the pitch and swing and a miss. Randy does not steal. Now we're at 0-2. And he's trying to steal, and now he's going to get picked off, throw to first. Not in time, and now he's out. Randy Arozarena, you idiot. Randy Arozarena is such an idiot. No, do not give that to him. Do not waste the challenge on this. They're going to waste the challenge on this on 2 outs. They're not going to score anyway. Yeah, of course. Why would you even do that? Randy Arozarena is such an idiot. All right, 10 push-ups, 10 squats, whatever. Oh. So we're at middle of the 4th inning. Mariners are pretty much in danger of losing, I must say. And we are back from the break. And that's going to be a ball. As now we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to center field. And Julio is there. Makes the catch. And that is going to be 1 away. Now the pitch. And now it's going to be popped up to center field. And Julio's going to be there. He makes the catch in just a few pitches. There's already 2 outs. So very efficient inning so far. But Emerson Hancock's at 72 pitches, though. At 42 games so far. I totally do expect to be there for tomorrow because I think my softball game's going to cancel. That's going to be a ball. As we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to be a foul ball. As we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to Cole Young. Throw to first. It's going to be in time, and that is going to retire the side. An easy 1-2-3. So easy that I got to go to the bathroom, and I will be right back.
Senor, tell me how you make a thin crust Sahara pizza.
With your hands. Cornmeal.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
And that's how you make a Sahara pizza. Beautiful thin crust.
Well, we are going to be back real soon, hopefully. Hopefully Mariners offense can come up with some runs because they have to. Still commercial ongoing. And we are back from the break. Cal Raleigh's on his rehab. Had a base hit, but it really proves that he's really just trying to get back into it. And Dom Canzone fouls it off. He still gets the bat because Randy Arozarena doesn't know how to be a base runner because he's such an idiot. Dom Canzone's batting .271 with 8 home runs. Could be maybe a 20 home run hitter. As now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a line drive, and that's going to be a base hit. Nice hit by Dom Canzone. He's been having a really good road trip, too, on top of that. And that's going to be a man at first base. Now here's Patrick Wisdom up to the plate. Don't really know what to expect out of him. He's basically just an automatic 3 outs. The Mariners only have 24 outs to work with if Patrick Wisdom is the hitter. You can't really expect anything out of him. Now the pitch. And he pops it up, and that's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And now it's going to be a fly ball to deep right center field. Nope, it's not going to be enough. Canzone has to go back. And he makes the catch. It was a nice hit by Wisdom, but just obviously not enough. Utah street home run by Mariners. Ken Griffey Jr., Sam Haggerty, and Cal Raleigh. I got to look this up. Cal Raleigh home run Baltimore Street.
Cal Raleigh home run Baltimore Street.
Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a line drive, and that is going to be a base hit. I wonder if Canzone's going to try to get to third base, and he does. And now we got runners at the corner. Now it's going to be Ryan Bliss up to the plate. I don't know if I'm going to expect anything out of him, though, to be honest with you. All right. I get it. Let's go. But yeah, Ryan Bliss can just hit a sac fly, really, the pitch. Swing and a miss, or he can strike out, and that's going to be strike one. Ryan Bliss had a frustrating season last year as he was injured. He was injured for much of last season. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a fly ball to right field. Could this be enough to bring him in? He makes the catch, and tagging at third is Canzone, and he scores, and Ryan Bliss gets it done, and that is a sac fly. Yeah, it was a fly ball to right center field, and we got a sacrifice fly to put the Mariners on the board. Yeah, Ryan Bliss really likes it, and he should. To get a sacrifice fly on his nice sac fly by Ryan Bliss. I've done those before. Those are really good feelings, too. All you want to do is just get it out to the outfield and just score in the run. What matters the most. Now here's Cole Young. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a liner, and that's going to be a foul ball. As we're now at 0-1. Now here's Gibson against Cole Young. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a line drive, and that is going to be a base hit, more like a bloop single. And that is going to be runners on first and second with 2 outs. No, Gunnar Henderson just tripped. Hope he's okay. The bullpen is starting to warm up. Now we got Julio Rodriguez up to the plate. He's got a chance to do some damage. Got Anthony Nunez in the bullpen. Ah, crap. Okay, come on. Like, Julio is up. Man, the streaming thing just never works. Okay, if I'm going to miss a home run, this is going to be really frustrating. This is why games need to be on YouTube TV, not just stupid MLB TV. It just doesn't work. Their servers are just not there for the demand. Have you heard of supply and demand Major League Baseball? Like, I have absolutely no... this is with really good Wi-Fi. This is with Xfinity. And now I've just lost my feed. My Wi-Fi is just down, I guess. Now I'm like 20 seconds behind. Looks like they just went to the bullpen anyway. Now here's Julio. Now the pitch. It's going to be low for a ball. Anthony Nunez is in the bullpen. Now we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be a strike. As now we're at 1-1. And why did you even swing at that? You knew that was going down, Julio. As now we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. Way inside for a ball. That's going to be 2-1. Now we're at 2-1. Now the pitch. That's going to be inside for a ball. Now it's going to be 3-1. Favorable count for Julio Rodriguez. Oh, yeah. They haven't even gotten a strikeout yet, haven't they? That's very interesting. Because now we're at 3-1. And if I'm Julio, maybe you just have to poke something. That's all you got to do. Now the pitch. And that is going to be inside for ball 4. And now the bases are going to be loaded. And it's going to be for Josh Naylor. Because now we're at 1-1. Now here is Josh Naylor up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that is going to be a strike. As we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a fly ball to deep right field. Is that going to be enough? That is gone. A grand slam home run for Josh Naylor. And the Mariners have just broke this open. 7th home run of the season to make it 5-1. And I am in absolute shock. Josh Naylor just bombed a grand slam home run. Just like what the great Dave Niehaus once said, get out the rye bread by mustard. It is grand salami time. I don't believe it. My, oh my. Obviously, I don't have the kind of energy and charisma that Dave has, but a huge grand slam home run. And they absolutely needed that. Oh my goodness. Now here's Randy Arozarena up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. As now we're at 1-1 on Randy Arozarena, the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. It's going to be 1-2. And you would think that the Mariners have a really good shot. But with Baltimore, yeah, I don't know. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a line drive to right field and makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side. But Josh Naylor with a grand slam home run. And now Mariners now have a 5-1 lead, and the Mariners just already just broke this open. I cannot believe it.
SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code RooftopSports to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you.
Well, use that promo code Rooftop Sports, get your $20 off, especially with the World Cup coming. And we are back from the break. Now we're at 2-0. Now the pitch. And swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike one. I mean, you know that the Mariners' 4-run lead is not going to be nearly enough. You just know it for sure. Now we're at 2-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a line drive caught by Patrick Wisdom. And that's going to be one away. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be a strike. And now the pitch. That's going to be a ball. And that's going to be 1-1. Now we're at 1-1 for Sam Huff, the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to center field, but Julio's got it. And he makes the catch, and that is going to be 2 away. Here's Taylor Ward. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a liner, and that's going to be the over the head of Ryan Bliss, and that is going to be a base hit for Gunnar Henderson. It was a nice base hit, though. And a swing and a miss. As we're at 0-1. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and that is going to be a base hit. And now it's going to get a runner to third base. And you know that Baltimore is not going to go down without a fight. Oh, man. Yeah. Lack of water is going to do it. Now here's Pete Alonso. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Pete Alonso has a big opportunity to really help the Orioles get the lead, or at least come back. And that's going to be popped, fly ball, and foul. Now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball. Because now we're at 2-2 for Pete Alonso. Now the pitch, and that's going to be fly ball popped up, and I don't know if that's going to do anything. Julio is there, and he makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side. Mariners get themselves out of a jam. And it's going to be 5-1, still 5-1 Mariners. And we are back from the break. Now here's Luke Raley up to the plate. Now the pitch, and that's going to be in there for a strike. And now the pitch, and that's going to be ground ball and fouled. As we're at 0-2. Now the pitch, way outside for a ball. As now we're at 1-2 for Luke the Nuke Raley. Now the pitch, and that's going to be outside for a ball. 2-2. Now we're at 2-2. Looks like there was a time violation for Nunez. Now the count is 3-2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's going to be 1 away. Now here is Canzone. Low for a ball. Now we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and yep, that's not going to get it done. And that's going to be out. That's going to be 2 outs. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. And it's Patrick Wisdom up to the plate. And now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball. Nope. And that's going to be easily caught. And makes the catch, and that is going to be retiring the side. Commercial break is ongoing at the moment. And we are back from the break. And that's going to be low for a ball. Oh my gosh, we had Cooper Criswell? He just pitched yesterday. What is Dan Wilson thinking? And now here's going to be a fly ball to right field, but Rayleigh is there and he makes the catch. Now the pitch to Tavares, and that's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. It's going to be up high for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. It's going to be 2-1, 2-2. Now the 2-2. As we're at 2-2. Looks like we got an ABS challenge. And why? Man, Pareda's really not good at challenges. And especially you're doing it on Tavares, too. And now the pitch. Now here's going to be a line drive right field, but Rayleigh makes the catch, and that's going to be 2 away. Got some value games against Baltimore. But use my promo code Rooftop Sports, get $20 off. Good thing we're getting Baltimore over with, too. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to Naylor. It's going to go to Criswell. And he gets the play. It's a 1-2-3 inning. Now we will go into commercial break. And now my feed is just not working all of a sudden. Oh, come on. Are you serious? It gets really frustrating when it just doesn't work. This is exactly why baseball games need to be on YouTube TV, comma. The MLB TV streaming servers are absolutely atrocious. Yeah, it's still frozen. Like, this is just frustrating. Like, we pay a lot of money for this shit, and it doesn't even work. And this is with really good internet, so don't tell me that it's a personal problem. This is an MLB problem. And now we're back from the break, and now here's Pareda. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Now we're at 0-2. For Johnny Pareda, batting 300, by the way. Now the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. As we're at 2-2. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is going to be strike 3. And now we got one away. Now we got Ryan Bliss up to the plate. Got Suarez in the bullpen. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball to right center field and nothing doing. And he makes the catch. Now the pitch to Cole Young. And that's going to be in there for a strike. And that's going to be low for a ball. Now we're at 1-1 for Cole Young. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. And that's going to be 2-1. As we're at 2-1. And the pitch. Outside for a ball. That's going to be 3-1. Nunez has 32 pitches. And the pitch. And it's going to be a grounder right to Alonso. Goes to first. It's going to be in time to retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for Baltimore. And now it's time for the 7th inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, so let's root for the Mariners. If they don't win, it's a shame. It would be a shame because they have a 5-1 lead. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Now I gotta do the Louie Louie. A Louie Louie. Oh no, said we gotta go. Yeah. Louie Louie. Oh, they said we gotta go. A fine little girl. She's waiting for me. No, she's not. A ship Across the sea, sail all that ship all alone. We never think you'll make it home. Louie, Louie. No, 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 no. We gotta go. And of course, it happens again. What if I just turn off my internet on my phone? Will that make a difference? Or will MLB TV just tell me to go, you know what, myself? On this day, 12 years ago, Felix had 15 strikeouts in 2014, and that is going to be a strike. Looks like Cooper Criswell is still on the mound. He had a pretty good inning last inning, so that's why they're going to let him go this inning, and that's going to be a ball again. And the pitch. Are you serious? Come on. At this point, I am just really tempted to just shut this off. Like, there's no point of me covering this game if, and look, it's all fuzzy too. And I think it's Mayo, now the pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball. Now the pitch, and that's going to be inside for a ball. Now the pitch, and that's going to be inside for ball 4. Take your base. Now we got next batter, and now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and that is going to get through for a base hit. And now you got a runner going to third base. Nope, you got runners on first and second, but it's still, it gets very dangerous. No, why are you keeping it? You should have took out Criswell because he's not doing that well. Chris Nowell, that should be his name. He's just not good. No, it's not. I don't care if it gives the bullpen more time. Criswell is just atrocious. No, I just get him out of there. It's not going to work. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a bunt, and then it's foul. And the worst part of this, it is absolutely no outs. Nobody is out. That's the worst part of it. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball, basically a bunt, throw to first. It's going to be in time. And that's going to be 1 out. Now you got to, I mean, you can't really intentionally walk Taylor Ward because that's going to get you Gunnar Henderson, unfortunately. So I don't know if it's going to work that way. Yeah, Cooper Criswell is going to be done. Now it's going to be Matt Brash, which you should have brought him in earlier in the game, earlier in this inning. But no, that's just too complicated. And we are back from the break. Now it's Matt Brash on the bullpen. Now here's Matt Brash to Taylor Ward. Oh, and that gets away, and that's going to probably score in the run at will. And at this point, just screw it. Intentionally walk him. A not good pitch by Matt Brash. Now the pitch. Oh, and that just hit him. And now all of a sudden, somebody absolutely doesn't even have control at all. And now we got a man on first and third. Now we got Gunnar Henderson up to the plate, and he is the tying run at the plate. Like, he could very much just tie up this game if he just wants to. Like, this game is absolutely far from over. Now the pitch. And now it's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball. That's going to be 1-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. Now it's going to be 2-2. And now the pitch. Now it's going to be a ground ball foul again. It's really been a bullpen day for the Mariners. Now the 2-2. Outside for a ball. And it's going to be 3-2. As now we're at 3-2. He hasn't even thrown a fastball in a while. The pitch, and that is going to be ball 4. Take your base. And the Mariners are doing it again. And it just seems it's only a matter of time. And what is going on? And now Matt Brash is having problems. It's really only a matter of time until Baltimore scores. and probably win this game. Now the pitch to Alonso, and that's going to be up high for a ball. Now we're at 1-0, the pitch. And that nearly hit him. Okay, we got to get Matt Brash out of there. It's just not working. Like, just get him out of there. There is just something wrong with Matt Brash. I got Jose Ferrer in the bullpen now. And now you're just wasting the entire bullpen to pitch. And that's going to be ball 3. Throw some strikes. Just throw a fastball at this point. No, he's gotten no strikes at all. That's going to be a foul ball. Strike 1. Now we're at 3-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. It's a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, and I was like, yep, just go after him with the fastball. No sliders because you don't have room for error. So now we're going to go for a 3-2. Now the 3-2. And ball 4, take your base, and this is just out of pure desperation. Now he's going to try to challenge this call. It's not going to be a strike for sure. This is just Pareda just being absolutely desperate. Oh, that's a strike! A clutch call by Johnny Pareda, and now that's going to be 2 outs. Clutch ABS by Pareda. And that was just right at the skin. Pete Alonso could not believe it, especially with the bases loaded. Now we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to Ryan Bliss. Throw to first, and that's going to be in time. And I can't believe that Baltimore did not score any more runs. Just barely. Overperforming bullpen is regressing off a cliff. Yep. Yeah, the pen's gassed thanks to the 6-man rotation. The 6-man rotation is just not working. It's already been proven.
There you go. Good hit. Go home. Go home. Woo.
Ooh.
Yes, you're up. Go to third. There you go. Yeah. Wow. Oh yeah, go, go, go! Go home, go home! Stay a second! Yeah! Let's go! Yeah, let's go! run. Dig it out, run. That's three.
And now we're back from the break. That's where the ABS saved the Mariners, even though I'm still against the ABS. Now here's Julio Rodriguez. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to the second baseman. Throw to first. That's going to be in time, and that's going to be one away. I believe that was Jackson Holiday because Gunnar Henderson is actually the shortstop. Now it's going to be Josh Naylor up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. Now we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to Jackson Holiday. He bobbles the ball, loses it, and now that's going to be a runner on first base. Jackson Holiday is just coming off of the IL, so mind you that, but still should have made that play. Now here's Randy, and that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a wild pitch, and that is going to be Josh Naylor going to second base, and now you got a runner in scoring position. Randy is now batting .310 with runners in scoring position. Now the pitch, low for a ball. Now the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball foul. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to be a base hit. Is Josh Naylor going to be rounded, and he's going to score? He is going to score. Throw to the plate, and he barely makes it in time. And that is going to be a now 6-2 lead for the Mariners by an RBI single by the El Rando Grando. Randy Arozarena giving some insurance runs. Definitely need some insurance on that one. Now we're at 0-1 for Luke Raley. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is going to be strike two. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up and fouled. Now we're at 0-2. And throw back to first going to be not in time. Now, oh, it's going to be up high for a ball. 1-2. Now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. Runner go to second. And Randy is safe. And I wonder if they're going to challenge that call. I'm really surprised that he was called safe. I thought he was going to be out. And I think they are. Yep, they're going to challenge it. And I think it's going to be overturned. I mean, Randy had an okay jump, but he was looking left. So that really did not help. And I think he's thrown out. He's literally the worst base runner in baseball. I swear. Yep, he's out all right. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, he was out. There was no doubt. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That was pretty much a strike him out, throw him out, double play. More like a throw him out, strike him out, double play. And now we're going to... Yeah, it's pretty bad, but at least the Mariners got some insurance runs out of it. So not the worst thing in the world, but still not ideal. Oh, great. Mine just freezing again. I really should just get out of here. If my internet's just not working, there's no point of me doing a show. Commercial still ongoing. And we are back from the break. Are they really going to keep showing that Cal Raleigh highlight? And now we are back from the break. And now the pitch, that's going to be a strike. And this is Eduardo Bizzardo. And that's going to be low for a ball. That's going to be 1-1. Now the pitch, low for a ball. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a strike. Oh, looks like Orioles challenged. Call overturned. That's going to be now 3-1. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a line drive, and that's going to be a... Oh, no! Luke Raley just dropped the ball. He lost the ball for a moment. And now Taveras is now at first base, and Baltimore has still a very big opportunity to make a huge comeback. Now we got Jackson Holiday up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be up high for a ball. Now we're at 3-0. Throw it back to first. It's going to be not in time. Now we're at 3-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. And I'm surprised that he didn't even do the ABS. So we're at 3-1. Now the pitch. And low for a ball and throw to second base. And that was way over. And at this point, yeah, you're just throwing a ball 4 anyway. Mariners just cannot have clean innings because they just don't know how. Yeah, but that's still plenty of time. Yeah, but the Mariners blew a 3-run lead the other day. Mariners should expect nothing less than a series sweep against this team. Meanwhile, yep. Sounds about right. Now the pitch. And now it's going to be a fly ball to center field. But Julio's going to be there and makes the catch. And is someone tagging? Yep, he's tagging. That was Leody Taveras. And no, the second base. And how are they not paying attention to that? You should have saw that he was throwing the second base. That he was going to second base. Julio, pay attention. And why is Dan Wilson wasting a challenge? Nope, no challenge. It was not even close. Yeah, not even close. There was not enough evidence. Yeah, he was safe by a mile. Now the pitch. And at this point, just walk the guy. Just walk the guy. You want to get yourself into a double play. You have to do the intentional walk. Wait, who's Maassen? Can someone tell me who that is on the pitch? Now here's a line drive, and that's going to be a base hit. That's going to score at least 2 runs. And no, it's going to be held at third base. And now it's going to be 6-3. Oh my goodness, it just keeps getting worse. And imagine if the Mariners did not score that other run. It would have been just 5-3. Oh, Liam, stop it. Don't do that. Baltimore Nationals Broadcast Network? Huh. Didn't think of them. I really hate everything about Baltimore. I mean, who wants to go to Baltimore anyway? Baltimore. The only thing good about Baltimore is the Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Other than that, it's a city I'm just going to say you don't want to go on vacation. I'm just going to tell you that. And now Dan Wilson is arguing, and I'm trying to wonder what that arguing is all about. Now here's next pitch to Samuel. Looks like he is playing with the matchups. Looks like they're pinch hitting him. And that's going to be a ball. They're trying to say he's a dangerous hitter. I saw Orioles play the M's while your dad was working in DC. Pretty sure they lost. Yeah, pretty much. Sounds about right. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. And he's going to go for the challenge. And he's probably going to get it. Yep, this ABS really needs to die. I know some personally, including some from Baltimore. Yeah, I don't know anyone from Baltimore or DC. I just don't. Now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball drilled to center field, but here's Julio. He's there and he makes the catch, tagging at third. And now it's going to be... Oh, he's out! They throw the runner out at second base, and I wonder if they're going to challenge the call. Good heads-up throw by Julio Rodriguez to get it this time. No challenge. Wow. Because his foot, his something got off the bag too. That was the other thing of it.
There you go. Good hit. Go home. Go home. Woo.
Ooh.
Roll to third. There you go. Yeah. Wow.
Looks like there is a challenge going on. It's about the sacrifice fly. And they're trying to see if Ryan Bliss tagged him right before he touched home. I don't know if it's still. I don't know if it's reversible though. I mean, there's no question that he's out. I mean, it might be overturnable, but I don't know. If that's the case, then Baltimore is going to lose a run, and that would be huge for the Mariners because no matter what lead they have, it is clearly not going to be enough. Well, that's why Dan Wilson's taking the risk because he knows that the Mariners' offense is pretty much out of gas. Overturned. So the Mariners, I think they just saved a run. Because of that challenge, Baltimore loses that run. That run does not count. A very gutsy call by Dan Wilson. And now we're going to go back into commercial break. Oh my goodness. That was just a very gutsy call. That was just really close. Like that was at literally the skin of the teeth. I mean, it could have gone like literally either way. I was a bit lucky, I must say that.
Two.
And we are back from the break. And now here's Dom Canzone. We're in the top of the ninth inning, the pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and that's going to be a strike. Now here's Dom Canzone. Now the pitch. And a swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike two. Now we're at 2-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up and fouled. Now we're at 2-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 2-2. And now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to deep right center field. And that's going to drop in for a base hit. Canzone continues to hit very well in this month. And now he's going to get a stand-up double. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is going to be a strike. Now the 0-1. And now it's going to be popped up and fouled. And who's going to get it? And that bounces. We're at 0-2 for Patrick Wisdom. 3 flyouts, though. Now the pitch. And that's going to be up high for a ball, 1-2. Now we're at 1-2. They need the insurance. Now the pitch. Way low for a ball. That's going to be 2-2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There's no way that Patrick Wisdom's going to be part of this team after this. Like, not after this game, but once everyone's healthy, Patrick Wisdom. I'm happy for Patrick Wisdom that he got the money, got paid, but it's just not working. Now we got Johnny Parade up to the plate. Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to deep, right? Not deep enough. He makes the catch, and that's going to be 2 outs. Now we got Ryan Bliss up to the plate. And the pitch. Up high for a ball. Now the pitch. And did he go? He did not. Well, NBA Finals is going on, and Donald Trump shown on camera, and the fans heavily booed him during the national anthem. And that's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 1. We're at 2-1 from Ryan Bliss. Could you definitely use some more insurance? Now the pitch. Way up high for a ball. It's going to be 2 balls and a strike. Now we're at 3-1. And the pitch. Ball 4, take your base. A pretty good game for Ryan Bliss so far. I mean, he hasn't gotten any hits, but he's gotten a walk and a sac fly. Ryan Bliss with a walk, with a RBI, sac fly, and a walk. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, Cole Young's going to be up to the plate. Now we got Cole Young up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. And this is a great opportunity for Cole Young. Cole Young's got to drive him in. And now the pitch. Way up high for a ball. And now the 1-1. Outside for a ball. Now we're at 2-1. Now the pitch. And a foul ball. That's gonna be now be 2-2. As we're at 2-2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is going to retire the side. And now Andres Munoz with only a 3-run lead. Oh my gosh, look at all these comments I'm not paying attention to. Seattle's been gifted the lifeline. Yep, may not last. Can zone. Well, he did get a base hit. Baltimore has just given up. No, they haven't. Munoz is still. City connects. Horrible. Yep. Man, so many comments. Yeah, they really should be 9 games ahead. People now buying in for. They are now buying in for Baltimore to win. Please bet responsibly. And we are back from the break. Jay Trident says, he texted me going, now here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Here we go again. This is a good example to the ERA point with the bullpen. The ERA tonight probably won't be terrible, but they were awful. I know. That's why the ERA doesn't tell the full story. And that's going to be low for a ball. 2 balls already. Yeah, Baltimore is winning this. Now we're at 2-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a... yeah, you got to challenge that one. Yeah, you kind of have to at this point. You want to give Munoz some confidence. Where are they going to get him? Yep, that's a strike. Just right at the tippy toes. As now we're at 2-1. As now we're at 2-1. And now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to left center field. Who's got it? Talk, guys. Yep, Julio makes it. He makes the catch. And that's going to be one away. And now here is Gunnar Henderson. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. As we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. Now we're at 1-1. The pitch. And that's going to be popped up and fouled. Now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. Way outside for a ball. That's going to be 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. Way outside for a ball. That's going to be 3-2. And ball 4, take your base. And it just keeps getting worse. Andres Munoz will never have a clean save. It will never happen. Now we got Pete Alonso to the plate, and he can easily cut this lead very easily. Now the pitch, and that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the pitch, low for a ball. That's going to be 1-1. Now we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball, strike 2. Still at 1-2. And this game just won't die. And strike out. And this time they got him, and now it's going to be 2 outs. And why does one more out feel like a ton? And now we got Kalzer up to the plate, who is 0 for 4. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. I would like to say that the Mariners have a shot to win this game. But at the same time, I would also like to say that Baltimore has a very good shot to win as well. As we're at 0-1. Now the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. And it's not game time yet, because this is still a long ways to go. One more strike. It really does feel like 10, especially with Andres Munoz on the mound. Now we're at 0-2. It all comes down to this. Munoz got his sign, and he is ready. And now the 0-2 pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball. And again, they're just going to keep just grinding away. Now the pitch, way outside for a ball. Let's try this again. Now we're at 1-2 the pitch. Low for a ball once again. The game that just won't die. Now the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is the ball game. The ball game is over. The Mariners will take game 1 of this 4-game series. I cannot believe it. Thanks in part to a grand slam home run by Josh Naylor and some insurance runs. Okay work by the bullpen. Good pitching performance by Emerson Hancock. But now I got to go because I'm going to go to a Special Olympics end of the year track and field party. So enjoy the victory, baby. Go Mariners.
What a win for the Mariners. If you intend to go to the next Mariners game or any event, use my promo code Rooftop Sports to get $20 off the purchase. And go Mariners!